Okay, we're going to get back to Skjern. And we're going to go finally onto our journey across the sea. Yeah, let's level up some stuff. Look at equipment. This foot fighter is definitely better. Trap. I definitely looted everyone already, yeah? Oh, wait, no, to loot this guy. Back to Skjern. 1 day and 9 hours away. It did take me just a little while to figure out how the healing system works. It's quite a neat system. Salvage. The acrid stench of smoke draws your attention to a tree off the side of the path, 100 paces uphill. It smoulders still, the trunk blackened and split in twain by the force of a lightning bolt.
Struck by Thor's lightning, this place been touched by the gods, Giscard. We would do well to leave an offering and seek hallowing from the loud rider.
I can't bend Roshka's every superstitious whim. Deciding against such a waste of time, you turn away and leave the tree alone. The sour stink of the site clings to your nostrils for a time as you trek onwards. You've been hiking for a few hours when up ahead you notice two people travelling in the same direction as you, albeit at a slower pace. The older of the two, a man with hollow cheeks and a scar across his lips, steps in front of his companion.
Move along, we don't want trouble.
Examine them. Their homespun clothes are dank and dirtied from the road, and devoid of colour or design. They have the lean strength of people accustomed to hard work and meagre fare. You seem to be travelling a hard path. Who are you? The travellers down on Travellers down on their luck. We want nothing from you. Please leave us alone.
You're thralls, aren't you? Escaped, most likely.
His dismay is painted in broad strokes on his aging face.
For we are freedmen. We just want to find a fresh beginning for ourselves.
That's options crazy. You will be coming with me.
Your road is a tough one. Take this. It will help.
His surprise is evident as he accepts your offering. His weathered face relaxes into a sincere and heartfelt smile.
I thank you. This kindness is too much. Thank you.
You take your leave of the pair in high spirits, bolstered by their gratitude. Wherever they are going, they will at least have food for the coming leg of their journey. Nice. The faint, sickly sweet stench of carrion hangs in the wind. Ahead, you see the dark forms of crows flapping eagerly against the pale sky. As you approach, you find signs of battle and blood-soaked soil. Several bodies litter the area, and dark birds have begun their feast. You decide to search the area. With raised voices and flailing arms, you chase away the crows, who take wing with raucous protest. Then you set about your grim task. Though you search for a while, you find little to implicate who these warriors once were. You do, however, think that you might be able to salvage some of their arms and armour, lest the elements claim good steel and sturdy hide. Jaffner dusts off his hands and looks at you, brow furrowed. If you are thinking to take from the dead, you would do well to remember the whites. All that we see here belongs to them. Take if you wish, but do not steal. Scavenge, but leave an offering. You uncover an intact piece of equipment, worn but serviceable. As payment to the spirits of the land, you leave an offering of silver behind. As you come around a copse of trees, you spy the form of a man in the distance. He seems to be struggling with something large on the ground. Observe. For a while he finishes what he was working on with the ground. He then begins to haul a tall pole into an upright position. That is when the grisly truth of his work becomes apparent. The severed horse's head is cast in stark relief against the pale sky. Mounted on the stake he is attempting to raise. Approach. This is a dire task in the making. Whoever he is, a great wrong has been done to him. As you approach, the man ceases his toil and faces you. His hands and arms are covered in blood, and his face is with set and grim determination. Leave me to do my work. What are you doing? This is a nid pull. It's a powerful curse. He nods solemnly at Astless. Igmir told a beloved friend from me, too soon and without grief or guilt. He refused to face the justice of a duel, so I'm raising this nidpole against him for his cowardice. Who was your friend? Tears shine in his eyes as he recalls the answer. A sweet hound, who had not yet seen his first winter, a companion given by my sister. May I help you? If you wish. The pole is raised, stuck fast in the gruesome bed of the headless mare's chest. With deliberate care, he turns the visage atop toward the steed. Here I set up a nidpole, and this curse I turn on Igmar. This curse I turn also on the wise who dwell in this land. May they all wander astray, not reach or find their home, until they have driven Igmar from his land. He then kneels and begins to carve runes into the pole, expressing the form of the curse. It is done. He stands there for a moment, staring at his work, then he turns and, with heavy steps, leaves the ghastly effigy. Leave. Are travelling along the banks of a stream, running along the bottom of an overgrown ditch, when a sudden yelp from behind grabs your attention. You spin around just in time to see Kettle topple into the ditch. The soil along the edge is shot through with thin roots that have stolen away the stability of the ground. He gives a grunt of frustration as he flounders in the plant-choked stream, pushing aside the long, broad-leaf tipped stalk. The hunter clambers back out again with a steady stream of muttered complaints. Kettle's skin is flushed with embarrassment, but a growing look of discomfort reveals that there may be more to it than injured pride.
That plant, it's hogsweed. Kettle will be in great pain soon if we don't clean off the sap and make a poultice to soothe the skin.
Hold still, Kettle. This will help. It takes a few moments, but after cleaning away the sap with water from the stream and applying the poultice, Kettle already shows signs of improvement.
That's much better, thanks. I'll be more careful next time.
Thanks to your quick diagnosis and response, Kettle will recover quickly and with little discomfort. Over the course of a few hours, he is able to toss away the poultice and nary a mark to show for the ordeal. Jesus. See, Gunmar was supposed to be here. And the big stupid lug is standing here. And I can't interact with him at all. So I just can't have him as a companion. Which is fine. I've actually had to record this segment again. I was trying to kind of do it fresh, but it's just, you know, my commentary and stuff was much more fresh first time around.
It looks like things are really coming together. Thorfinn has already laid down the hull of the new ship. Defiant, was it? And I see you've recruited a full crew. They seem like a solid bunch. Are you ready to begin the real preparations? We have a lot to do if you're set to sail when the ice is gone. You won't have more time to roam around the countryside.
End the campaign. All uncompleted optional content in Denmark will become unavailable. Confirm.
Everyone has gathered on the shore to watch as your beautiful new longship is launched. Astrid takes in the scene with the kind of pride only a mother can display. If only Skarsgård was here to see this. Your herd gathered in front of your ship. He would be so proud. I've been waiting for this for a long time. I feel like the whole world is at my feet.
Her smile makes her look a decade younger.
You're so like your father, and me in my youth. It is a big world out there, and dangerous. Take good care of yourself. Now, goodbyes only get more difficult the longer you put them off. May the winds of the gods fill your sails, my son.
You find Kettle next to several sacks of equipment on the shore, exchanging a few last parting words with Lot and Sigrid. Sigrid pulls Kettle in for a warm embrace. Her arms glisten in the morning sun.
Take care of yourself out there, kid.
We're both really proud of you. Wish I could go with you, but Sig wouldn't survive without me. Move out of earshot. You put a respectful distance between yourself and the conversation. Kettle and Lot start exchanging insults to make each other laugh, and Sigurd comes over to talk to you in the meantime.
I
I told Kettle to watch out for you. Now I'm telling you to watch out for him. Kettle's like a brother to me. Your father was the strongest warrior I've ever known. His men loved him, and he'd undertaken countless journeys in his life. Whatever he found over there, he claimed his life regardless. You, Kettle, and Nefja, you're all so young. I know you'll probably feel invincible, but you need to watch out for each other.
I wouldn't let anything happen to Kettle.
Thank you. Hearing you say that makes me feel a lot better. May the wind carry you safely home. Sigrid walks back to Lot and Kettle for a few more parting words and another hug. At last it looks like everything that needed saying has been said, and Kettle extracts himself from his mentors to join you again. I didn't expect it to be so easy to say goodbye. I don't think Sigrid and Lot found it quite so easy. They'll be fine. It'll take them a while to get used to my absence, but then everything will return to normal, I'm sure. Well, I'll get my things on board. See you on the ship when you're ready. Rushka drifts like a flow fog towards the beach, a single sack slung carelessly across her shoulder. She gives you a quiet nod. Where do I put my stuff? Anywhere you want. Is this all you have? Pretty much. One change of clothes and a whole bunch of things you don't want to know about. Got enough supplies to ply your trade? For a few weeks. Hopefully we can scrounge up some more where we're going. How do you feel? Pretty good. I've never really left this village before. There's a first time for everything. She shrugs, her face betrays no emotion. I guess. Alright, get on the ship and make yourself at home. A single dispassionate nod. Sure.
Isn't she beautiful, strong yet fast, intimidating with a spacious hold? Ah, I shall never build anything so impressive again. What a ship! I never knew Thorfinn had it in him. I'll feel bad asking him to mend my house roof now.
I need your help. I haven't told my mom that I'm leaving. Can you please come?
Of course.
Thank you. I really don't think I can handle her myself. Come on.
It's a fine ship Thorfinn built. She's sure to carry you safely across any sea.
Aslif nods approvingly.
It's a beautiful ship indeed. Thorfinn's craftsmanship has brought honor to us all. The ship is fine, yes, but it's the crew that will make it strong.
Well said. There's no telling what we'll find over there, but with me as your bannerman, you have nothing to fear.
You are the strongest warrior among us, but don't let it get you ahead.
Humility is a pretense. I speak what I believe to be the truth. Is your family not here?
My family is not pleased about
Recent events. They wish for me to stay here to help on the farm and protect the clan. My father and I have settled matters already. I saw no reason for him to be here now. We're ready to go. I was just partying with my friends. I'm ready to leave when you are. I'll just sort out Nefja's shit with her map. Unbelievable. Just unreal. Nefja's mother, Borges, is standing in the doorway to her house, arms crossed, with concerned expression on her face.
Giscard, aren't you expected on the ship?
Nefja has something to say to you.
I'm leaving, Mom. My Thane needs me.
Borges' face turns very pale very quickly.
No, you can't. You have to stay here. You can't go. It's dangerous. I know it's dangerous, but I'm still going. Leave these foolish ventures to the men. Do you want to meet a pointless end in some distant land? I can't lose you too. Not so soon after.
Borges' voice falters, and Neftcha takes a deep breath to prevent herself from crying.
I'm sorry. We couldn't help Ephira. But I won't let her death. I won't give up my dreams. Please, Giscard, go if you insist, but don't take my daughter. I need her by my side. She's one of the most skilled warriors I know. She's not a warrior. She is my little girl. I have indulged her flights of fancy for much too long, but I will not let them take her from me.
There follows a pause, where unseen said things seem to fill the air between mother and daughter.
If Ephira were still alive, she'd want me to go. She'd want me to have Liz. You're all I have, Neftcha. This isn't just about you or me, Borges. The purpose of this expedition is to save our village and our clan, and I can't do that without your daughter. I need you to say goodbye so we can leave.
That seems to take the air out of her. Her lip quivers as she looks at Neftcha, then she finally pulls her daughter into a tight hug.
My sweet Neftcha, you've become such a strong and beautiful woman. I love you, Mom. I'll come back. I promise.
It's time to go. Neftcha hugs Borges again before you set off back towards the beach. She turns just once to give her mother one last look.
Thank you for this.
You owe me one. Owe me one she does. There's a pain in the neck. Overbearing mother. Be careful out there, Giscard. Oh, don't fuss off. Look at that ship. Look at these young people, they'll be fine. Of course they will. But I can still wish them good luck. Can't I, woman? Your brother stands on the beach with his hands folded behind his back. Sensing your presence behind him, he seems to slump.
I see no hope or glory out there. When I gaze across the ocean, all I see is absence and loss. I see my little brother disappearing out into the horizon on a beautiful longship with his devoted friends and housecarls, never to return.
Place your hand on his shoulder. I'm sorry. Wait, no.
I'm sorry. You're a grown man, and you're my friend now. But to me, you'll always be my little brother. The shame I feel because I dare not follow you is overwhelming.
You'll fret for no reason.
You're right. Of course you're right. You've never given me any reason to doubt you, and yet I can't help but worry.
Turns and pulls you into warm embrace.
Take care of yourself, Giscard. Without you, we would all be lost.
You stand at the bow and count your crew. Everyone is on board now, getting acquainted with the ship, running hands along the wood, tugging at ropes. Those who have shields slide them into slots along the railing. Sacks of personal belongings are stashed below the boards. Finally, they pick their seats according to size and arm strength, and turn to you, waiting. You can no longer postpone it. You need to pick a bannerman. The title of bannerman denotes the most trusted member of your herd, your second in command, who you can expect to deal with little more often than other members of your herd. I choose Aslif. Ketil was a close choice as well, but Aslif is my bannerman. Aslif stands and grasps your arm firmly. Pride shines brightly from his face. I will serve you well, Giscard.
I'll follow you into Valhalla if I must. You have my word. Thank you all for joining me on this expedition. None of you owe me your allegiance. Most of you have reasons to stay behind. Yet you've chosen to leave your home and your loved ones and follow me into great danger in a distant land. I will not squander the trust you have placed into me. Your lives and your health are my main concern. We are not raiders setting out to pillage and steal. Across the sea, we will find a great kingdom. We will secure an alliance with their king and return here with such might that no one will ever dare strike at us again. All of us on this ship, from today and onwards, we are brothers and sisters in arms. We must watch out for each other. We will be called upon to risk our lives for each other. As long as we stand together, we will all return safely. Whatever you were before, now you are Vikings!
A final ear-shattering burst of clapping, stomping, whooping, and banging of weapons erupts as you finish your speech. The crowd seems to be competing with your crew to make the most noise. The ruckus is barely reduced as you take your seat and signal for your herdmen to seize their oars and take the ship out into the bay. Soon, the elegant curves of Defiant cut smoothly through the water and towards the British Isles.
Scarborough, let's go. A brisk wind has been carrying you well throughout the day when all of a sudden you hear the unmistakable calls of seagulls. Cascade, look! A boat! You look towards Vanna is pointing and see the small boat floating in the water. It looks to be a fishing boat, but it's awfully far out for such a small vessel. It floats too low on the water to be empty, but you see no one on board. A small mast just up, but no sails hang from it. Change course towards the boat. You approach the boat slowly. When you're just about to board, you see an old man and a young boy who lie loaded on the bottom boards.
They must have been fishermen. They look to have drifted for a long time.
Leave the boat alone. You sail away and leave the boat to its fate, dooming it to drift for however long before the sea will swallow it. Men and women watch you disembark from the rocks above, silhouetted against the light grey sky. Down the beach, two brave youngsters keep a close eye on the mysterious strangers in their imposing warship. Neftya's boots sink into the sand as she jumps the few feet from the ship, weapon in hand.
I see a path up the cliffs to the south. They'll be expecting us.
Kettle staggers as he feels the firm ground sway beneath him after days of sailing. Shading his eyes with a hand, he looks up the stone building that towers above the cliffs.
If we've come for riches, I'd say we've found it. Look at that fortress.
If the plan is to attack that hall, I hope this coast is as undefended as the rumors made it out to be. A king who can afford a building like that can also afford to retain warriors to protect it. Roshka speaks barely loud enough to hear over the roar of the surf.
It's not a fortress, I think. It's an air of sanctity about it. I could be wrong, but... getting ahead of yourselves, sweethearts. Smoke didn't come from that building. There's a village above those cliffs. Should go say hi. We're going to scout things out. The rest of you drag up the ship and make camp.
Okay, I'm going to call it a day there. I kind of rushed through the fucking dialogue reading for this edition, just really because it was just the recording messed up, and it was just a pain to do all of that again. Really, I just kind of want to get back to my final place and get all this finished and kind of write up a review of it. I have been enjoying the game, and sorry I had to kind of rush through this edition, but hope you'll enjoy me again. Thank you.